Today's episode of the Read Pile is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/nerdupmedia. Over 150,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
I'm Elle, and I just want to tell you exactly where Rick's soft spot is. Right there!
And I am the Sussman, Rick Sussman, and if I'm honest, my soft spot is mostly just from just below the tip of my mohawk to just above my toenails. It's true. But you are watching the Read Pile.
It's the week of January 7th, and here's some comic book news you can use. What? Get over it. You're fine.
I bruise easy, like a grape.
Suck it up.
Alright, so, big news this week. Marvel... You know, it's a big Marvel week, now that I think about it.
It sure is.
We'll get to that later.
Okay.
First things first, Agent Carter debuted, which is, I guess, going to be like the prequel to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., a show
I love it!
and we didn't get a chance to watch it yet, at least I haven't. I don't know if you have.
I did not.
Okay. But early reviews from other Nerd Up Media members, friends, apparently everybody loves it. It's not hard to believe. Agent Carter is, I think her name's Peggy Carter. She was in the first Captain America. I think she ends up marrying Tony Stark or something. I don't know. I don't know anything about the show. I don't know anything about the character. I just think it's interesting that Marvel debuted this character based pretty much solely on her experiences in the first Captain America movie, where she was kind of a badass. Like that one,
True.
She got that one-shot kill on that dude in the taxi. That was pretty awesome. And they have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and you know, now Agent Carter, so that's interesting. Mm-hmm. The other big Marvel news is the Ant-Man trailer, first ant-sized, then proper-sized, was released, and I've seen the Ant-Man trailer. Have you?
I did watch that one.
What did you think?
Only because I don't really get the No, I don't read the comics.
No, but here's the good news.
But
Nobody reads Ant-Man. I know this because literally today is Wednesday. There's a book that debuted today. You know what book debuted today that is not on either of our read piles, and probably not on a lot of other read piles because nobody cares. Ant-Man. Ant-Man #1. I'm sure the book's fine.
He's such a weird character. I just I can't wrap my head around just the idea.
And don't forget, this isn't Hank Pym, the Avenger. He's in the movie. He was old. This is Scott Lang, the guy who initially stole the suit. Now, the only interesting thing I know about Scott Lang is there was a series called The Irredeemable Ant-Man, which was Scott Lang, which was written by Robert Kirkman. But that's it. That's all I got. I got nothing. I watched the trailer. The trailer didn't offer us much. You got to see Ant-Man flying around on a big ant. Now, on a personal note, this movie is my one true nightmare because I'm only actually afraid of one thing, and it's fire ants. It's true.
I hope it's in 3D. I'm gonna make you watch it.
No, I'm not. See, look at this. You're getting all the OCDs tagged up. Oh my god, I'm literally itchy right now. Oh. All right. Oh man. Oh, that's really bad. Okay. So, final takeaway: Agent Carter and Ant-Man. Just final thoughts.
I would rather watch Agent Carter. I just don't get it. And what were they thinking in their choice of who's going to play Ant-Man? I don't know. I think they know. I think they know the whole thing's going in the toilet anyway.
No, well, I mean, there's been a lot of issues, but
they know they're just going to put it out there. They're going to make it.
I can explain Paul Rudd. I can explain Paul Rudd.
Can you?
Yes. Paul Rudd is best known for being part of the Judd Apatow I'm a crappy parent set of movies, but I'm trying really hard, so you root for me, right?
I never got the idea that he was actually trying hard. But I get it.
And in this movie, Scott Lang is trying really hard to be a good that's it. I got nothing. I want to see Agent Carter. I'm not going to lie.
What a weird thing to have on your resume. This is what I can do well. I can be a parent that is pretty shitty, but, you know, I'll
But you're with the potty mouth. Always with the potty mouth now. Go 38 episodes without any cursing, and then 2 in a row.
Because I'm getting frustrated.
Let's go review some books. I gotta get some editing software.
Time for comic book reviews. So this week is all new stuff for the new year. Not very funny. Sorry. You get what you get.
You're funny looking.
Anyway. First up, feathers. Okay. So, the story, very well written. Can't even say it, sorry. And the characters are intriguing. Pretty much, it starts out, there is this kid that was abandoned, and he's got feathers. Given a name, there you go. And he's raised by some random guy that finds them. Well, obviously he needs to be hidden from general population. But this world has some kind of weird segregation thing going on from the poor and the rich. It seems like a little nutty. And it's a cute little story. You get it, you know? But I've seen this story too much. Not this exact story, but you've seen the idea of the storyline so much that I don't think it's really going to be for me. It's kind of played out for me. But it is pretty interesting. You know, I'm not against it. It's just not for me. Let's move on, though. This was a surprise for me. The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. Fantastic! I loved it. I was pretty surprised at myself that I fell in love with a Marvel comic. I don't know if this is a normal version of Squirrel Girl. I don't know. I never read her before, but this was very interesting. It was really a good comparison. Harley Quinn right now. Her storyline, how she's quirky and she's just bouncy all over the place, and yes, she's gonna deal with a serious situation, but it's always dealt with in a humorous way, and she just looks at life in just a lighthearted manner, and it was just, that's what this book is like, and it intrigues me and it draws me in and wants me to know. I want to know more about Squirrel Girl. I love it, and the idea that she goes by the rules, well, I don't know, maybe it's not rules, but the guidelines of superheroes and such through Deadpool is very cute. And I love it. So I think anybody that does not read, you know, Squirrel Girl, it's definitely something that would be interesting. But then again, if you are a true Squirrel Girl fan, I think you'd have to let me know what you think in comparison. Does it really live up to her or not? Maybe I'll get around to reading some other stuff, and I can make my own comparison. We'll see. But in the meantime, my pick of the week. Lady Killers. Fantastic. Even more fantastic. I know, it's my word. Sum it up, not to really give too many things away. It is set in this 1950s type world, and I'm assuming just the 1950s era. I don't know. Maybe there's more going on to it. But it is a household wife, and she has a second job. She goes out and she does what she's got to do to earn some extra cash. And what's funny is that she is willing to kill, but she gets a little disappointed when she gets blood on her dress. And she is a proper lady, and she does not like to have vulgar words said in her presence. So I love that idea. It's hilarious, and I can't wait to read more about it. In the meantime, let's see what Rick has to say.
Alright, thank you, Elle, for your fantastic reviews. I have books to review as well. Not gonna lie, these were a little different. So, Trees, number 8. You remember how I keep saying how, hey, I hope something happens in Trees, I hope we move on, I hope we get like some story? Well, sometimes you get what you ask for. In spades. So this is the last issue of this arc before they move on to the next series. That should be up here by now, so I don't need to cite it. Are you a fan of wholesale slaughter of characters that you've been following since issue 1? Oh, you are? Good news, Trees number 8 offers you lots of death. I don't know, the trees, I guess, came alive or something. Came alive. I'll be honest, I love Warren Ellis, and the art, by the way, is still fabulous. I want to get Jason Howard, I wanted to get his name right. Art's still really good, I love Warren Ellis, but come on, guys. This is really taking some time here. That's 8 issues for one arc, and nothing happened. It might as well have just been, it could have been 3 books. Hey, everybody, here's some trees. This one dude, he's in love with this chick who's transgender. Oh, that's interesting. The trees blew up. Sort of. The end. There's your whole story. There. I just surmised 8 issues. Ugh. Next up. Amazing Irving Spiderman, number 12. Dan Slott doing a fine job, as always, writing this story. There is a huge spoiler in this issue at the very end. I will not give it away. 1, because I don't want Dan Slott to be mad at me. 2, because you should really read the book. It's really very good. But this is also suffering from a kind of a... It feels like we've stalled on the story a little bit. And I know I said that like 2 issues ago, and then the issue after that was like my pick of the week. So maybe this is just how Slott writes. It's sort of like a race car kind of thing, where you pull back, and you pull back, and you pull back, and zoom, it takes off. Well, this is sort of like it pulls back, it's taken off, and then he stops it, and he pulls it back more. It's still good. I'm still very happy I buy it, and I'm very, very excited to see where the story's going. It's just this particular issue was very... like a continuation. I don't know. That's not really a fair assessment. It was good, it just wasn't... It didn't blow my skirt up. There we go. What did blow my skirt up, so to speak, and what I can't believe I'm actually going to say this, it's a Marvel book to begin with. It's a new book, and it's my pick of the week. It's Wolverines! Wolverines! No, I didn't make it my pick of the week just so I can make that reference to a movie from 1988. Or, depending on who you are, 2012? Anyway, this is written by a good friend of the show. He probably doesn't think that, but we like to believe so. Mr. Charles Soule, who Elle has fallen in love with his Superman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Wonder Man. Anyway, Superman, Wonder Woman story from Future's End that she thought was awesome. I knew him from Thunderbolts and from Swamp Thing and from 100 other books that I've already read. I was interested to check this out because, yes, Wolverine, if you don't know, spoiler alert, he's dead. And these 4 characters, mostly 4 characters, we have Daken, X-23, Sabretooth, and Lady Deathstrike. And they're all sort of trying to be Wolverine-like. In Death, Wolverine sort of brought these characters back and made them relative or relevant again. And mostly it's just interesting for me because it's cool to watch Sabretooth try and be a hero. I loved his run in Exiles, I thought he was a great potential hero, and this sort of adds to that. So Wolverines is my pick of the week. Here's the one problem with the book, though, honestly. It's a weekly series. I don't like weeklies, but we didn't pick up Batman Eternal, and that was wrong. We did pick up Future's End, and that was wrong.
Wah, wah.
So maybe I'll give Wolverines a roll, and we'll see how long it can give me a weekly dose of awesome. But this week, top notch. For you, our loyal followers of The Read Pile, we have an awesome offer from Audible.com. Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their awesome service. You can download some really great books like The Hobbit, the unabridged version from Tolkien. You can download Divergent, Lean In, lots of great stuff to check out. To download your free audiobook today, go to audibletrial.com/nerdupmedia. Again, that's audibletrial.com/nerdupmedia for your free audiobook.
That's this week for the Read Pile. Rick, what do you think?
I would like to take a moment to thank someone who we don't think enough here on the show. Me. I think that the last 2 weeks, because there's literally been no news whatsoever, my ability to keep the show up and going is not being thanked enough. Also, I have managed to go 40 episodes, well, 39 technically, this is episode 39, without actually ruining a shot with my potty mouth. Buster, do you have something to add to this? He has something to add.
Okay. What is it, Buster? No. He wanted to be on there. Okay. Now he wants to look away.
Alright, actually I do have somebody who I really want to thank. Here, let me grab this real quick. This is the box that we did our unboxing that a lot of you checked out already. Mr. Where's his name? There we go. Mr. Aunt Lucia. A lot of Ant stuff. A lot of Ant references this week. He really loved our unboxing. He went out of his way to retweet us, to thank us, to favorite us, and he follows us now on Twitter. So, Ant, thank you very much. It's really cool of you, and we really appreciate it. So, yes, me, not as important. A guy who, like, makes really amazing statues for a living, and beautiful ones at that. Kind of a bigger deal. I'm big enough to admit that. You good?
I'm good.
You wanna ruin any other images for us this week?
No. Buster got his time in. It is a resolution, so.
Oh, that's true. He was supposed to be in more episodes. Huh, all right. I guess we'll see you guys next week. Dun 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 dun.